Okay, so our joke tonight is how does the man in the moon cut his hair?
I don't know.
He clips it.
He clips.
My science teacher told me that once.
See, you knew it already. I love it. Was he a fun guy?
I got it. Like a fungus? Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that was pretty amazing. So what else is going on, guys?
I'm finding it hard to stay motivated to actually get this week done. But it's so close, so close.
I know. I am too, if it helps. I feel like I'm behind on everything. So
Well, and it seems like it's a little bit less of a workload because it's like, oh, I have these 15 things to address. That's it. And then I start working on each one and I'm like, oh, that just took me 2 hours.
I know. This is the part where the progress is slow because the closer you get to being done, the harder it is to make, when you're starting with a blank sheet and you have to write 10 pages.
Yeah.
That's easier progress to see than editing and revising and fixing little things on your website. All that stuff is like, oh, it's just no fun because it feels like there's hardly anything to show for it.
Yeah.
But it's the most crucial step and it's the one that's hardest to finish. So be a little gentle with yourselves and just, try and keep it going. You're almost there.
So close. Do we have a quick question? Do we have a page limit for the final? I know that the draft had like a 12-page limit.
Yeah, you still want 12 pages.
Oh,
okay.
No.
That's good to know. Okay.
No.
Right. As far as I know, that's what we've always done in the past was that you couldn't really go beyond the initial page length.
Okay.
So the other thing that you can do is you could, if you want to, you can. No, they're not going to say more than 12 pages. I was thinking like sometimes some instructors will do where they'll say, but that's not going to work for this class, so never mind. I'm not even going to mention it. I don't want to confuse anybody. 12 pages, people. Make it happen.
Does 12 pages mean content, not references?
That's right.
Or an
Never
appendix?
ever count your references or appendices.
Okay. All right. So a bunch of stuff is moving to the appendices. Well, not a bunch of stuff, but like. Yeah.
Oh, that happens. That happens in real life too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay then. All right. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Well, hi everyone. But
Oh, look, you're here. Hi.
understand that can't be guaranteed anyone's going to read your appendices, so don't count on putting crucial information there.
Okay.
Count down 1 in 4 people reading that stuff.
Yeah, no kidding. I was going to ask you, Matt, they have to stick at 12, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering what 12 means, though, in the web. I think a word count probably would have been a better idea.
Yeah. Yeah, because we always did it where they were turning in papers in the past.
Yeah, now they're turning in web things, and I've been grading these article critiques, and everyone has a different font and a different size, so I'm not sure everyone's going to want to see an 8-point Arial narrow handed to Carrie. So maybe we can ask Carrie what he wants for a word count or something instead.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a note of it. Other questions?
So do we need to address, because I'm only saying this because you guys are about to put a page limit and a word count on the final, but addressing all of the critiques or the peer review comments, because
yeah, sometimes you won't be able to within the word limit. Is that what you're worrying about?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's your job to prioritize the balancing the competing needs that you have for your revision. So nobody's going to be going back to your revision plan and triple checking that you've made all those changes. But I can also tell you there's nothing worse than getting the comment back from the instructor that was highlighted earlier. So, you know, that's
I mean,
something to keep
I
in
asked
mind
you
too.
because they're good points, and I didn't realize it until, you know, you have a peer looking at it, and you're like, oh, yeah, I didn't do that, or that was confusing. So I want to correct them, but I'll have to figure out a way to do it in abbreviated format.
So the best response is we'll find ways to address all the comments if they're good ones. So usually try to address all the comments in some ways. Some way you can address it and say, I chose not to address that comment because I disagree with it. And you may say, but the reason I disagree with it, and there better be some good reasons. So you better have some principal reasons why to ignore something. Generally, it's not considered to be a good reason is I ran out of space. So often this means, you know, we get put in this position a lot too, so we know what that's like to say, all your feedback is add more, say more, say more. And of course, your word count or page limit doesn't go up. And that means, like you said, addressing those in an abbreviated fashion. But it oftentimes means going back and making something else shorter or deleting something else that no one really talked about. So it's finding space somewhere else. Making some sacrifices on something that maybe was okay, but wasn't necessary. And just to free up some space to address some things that people did say was important for you to address.
Right.
And it's hard to do.
And sometimes when you're doing that editing, I know for me, when I'm addressing comments, as I change things and I realize that then changes the entire section or something. And so then it becomes more holistic than just inserting something. It becomes more of like doing really bigger global changes. And that ends up being where you end up losing words, even though you're adding, is because, oh, well, now this section feels redundant or whatever, because I've explained it better and more efficiently when I try to add this other thing. Or this definition locks in all of my organizational structure in a way that was missing before, so I don't need all this other explanation. So that can happen too. So you just have to fuss with it, which is why it's no fun. This is the worst part.
Yeah, it's tough. So often when I send something out to the first review, I come in under word count or page limit to know, because I know that everything is going to come back with say more, say more.
I didn't say hi to Brad or Carmen either. Hi guys. Is Carmen, are you okay? There's a hurricane heading for Carmen.
Yeah, it slowed down, so it's just been rainy, but not windy at all. And we haven't lost electricity or anything yet, so it's supposed to get bad later, though.
Do you have boards on your windows? I don't even know what to do in a hurricane. We don't have them here, obviously. If I was in a hurricane, I would definitely be the first to go.
I was wondering, the only place that we were supposed to upload the draft of our research proposal was to Eli Review, right? We don't need to put the draft on our website.
Not that I know of.
Okay. And then how long will the website be up? Because there are some resources that I want to download that I haven't gotten to. How long will we have access to?
It's on Carrie. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
That's going to be up to Carrie.
Okay.
I guess it'll be around at least a year, maybe longer.
Okay.
I was telling someone in the last office hours, the one from 2 years ago is still up on Carrie's server. You can see it publicly. So, I mean, but, you know, every once in a while he has to clear off space. So,
yeah,
right.
The 2 years ago summer cohort is still on my website, but
oh, that was on yours? I thought it was on his.
No, 2 years ago was my website, and we moved to Carrie's this year. But I'm in the process now of I'm maintaining 18 WordPress sites, and I'm getting rid of them. So, you know, Carrie might decide something in the future too, that when the technology becomes a little too overwhelming to start deleting all sites. So I would guess he's going to keep it around for a while, but you never know when, if a server crashes or he needs to clear up some space, that he might do something sooner.
But it's not like next week, so that's the good news. We can say with some confidence it will not be next week. Other questions?
This wasn't in the list of things that we had to address in the RDP draft, but do we need to be addressing at all how we would analyze the data? Or is that something where you expect us to not really know what we're doing yet?
Yeah, so as far as what we've done in the past, people aren't necessarily saying like I will do a t-test or whatever, but it's certainly fine to include it. And I mean, I don't think it's a terrible thing to sort of think about how you might be analyzing some of that data. But obviously you have word limit issues, so.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. It was not on the list of required items, so that would be a good extra to not include. But
yeah, I mean, a lot of times that goes in the method section that you at least discuss part of that. So, but yeah, it's not required, obviously.
My guess is, I haven't done this before, so channeling a little bit of Carrie here. My guess is we don't want you to think about things you really don't understand real well yet, so you don't really know what's appropriate. Even though we're asking you to critique other people's approaches, at least you can look up what they did. But to ask you to choose something from a blank page would be pretty tough to do. They'd rather focus more on the things that you can do.
okay.
But, some people, I can just say from having graded these in the past, some people they have a better understanding. They already know what they want to do. And so it's not like you're prevented from including it, but don't feel pressure to go out and figure it out.
Okay.
Just people come in with varying degrees of knowledge and background. Any other questions? I'm also taking notes, so if I don't talk, that's what I'm doing.
I think I came in when you were talking about this, but did you say something about there's no word count limit for the research proposal? It says 10 to 12 pages.
Right.
What were you saying about that?
So we were going to try and, because we're not really putting it up as a Word document, you're putting it up online. We're going to try and get you a word count limit. So,
okay.
I can give an estimate really quickly.
So the website actually, the revise, respond, and resubmit section says for the final proposal, it says to put both a final copy and a downloadable Word copy of your final proposal on your online portfolio. So we do have to put the Word document on our portfolio.
Yeah, I think Carrie wants the Word document too.
Okay.
Oh, so we do not need a word count since we do have to do it in Word.
Yeah, I mean, it's roughly like 5,500 words.
So we should change this page, and we should specify a font, and then everybody will be consistent, right? It already says 12 point. It already says 12 pages, and we're asking for Word, and so yeah, I'll change that.
Okay.
Easy enough.
Yeah, easy enough.
So what is the difference between a final copy and a downloadable Word copy? Like, what is the...
So ideally you want one that's like a web page so that if I wanted to come out and read it, I wouldn't have to download something and open up Word and go through I can just start reading it when I open up the link. And then you want one that people can download, ideally for your instructors.
So one for the world and one specifically for Carrie.
It's really for Carrie. He really likes using the commenting feature in Word.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's really for Carrie.
Nobody else wants to read your proposal by downloading a Word document, firing up Microsoft Office.
I was trying to be nice about it, but it's like, it's for Carrie.
Yeah, because the Google Docs don't do that. They don't have a commenting review.
They do.
So that's fine?
They do, but you would have to make it editable by anyone with the link, and you may or may not want to do that. It's up to you.
Okay.
But you can convert your Google document to a Word doc file. So that might be the easiest.
Google Doc would be okay, but we prefer Word if you can, because I think Carrie's going to be grading these while he's traveling. And he can download the Word document and work wherever on grading yours versus having to have an internet connection to grade yours.
I just like to save them in two places. So I'm currently working in Word, but I would put it in Google Docs just to have it a couple places. So, yeah, okay.
Any other questions?
Okay, one last one, and then I swear this is my last one. The website also says that we need to, and I asked you this last time, so I apologize, but I just want to make sure. It says to detail in a response letter how you responded to each of the reviewers' concerns. We do not have to write that formal letter, right?
No, you don't. So you're just doing it in Eli as part of your revision plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just triple checking.
Yeah. The idea is that you're taking on sort of this pseudo role of responding to the reviewers and just to be sure that you've taken on everyone who reviewed.
Okay.
And the other thing about our online portfolio, so, I mean, the main thing is making sure you have one. Two, that everything from the class that needs to be graded is there. But what about, is there a time period that we shouldn't touch it while, it's getting graded or whatever? Just wondering about that.
Yeah, I'll be looking at your portfolio as of Monday, I guess, because you guys have till Sunday to work on it. And so obviously, if you make a change and you don't see that reflected in the response you get, then you'll know.
Okay.
So. Yeah, I mean, you really want to think about an audience beyond just the course, too. So if you're looking at the instructions, it's sort of, you're thinking about building this professional web presence that includes your doctoral work. So that's really what I'll be looking at when I'm giving you guys feedback.
I don't think in terms of priority you should worry about your websites at all. I've seen them all. They all are fine.
I concur.
I'm pretty sure you're all going to get max points or close to max points, so don't Don't be spending time trying to redo your websites or anything crazy. That's not to say you shouldn't take the comments you're going to get on Piazza to heart and maybe think about incorporating some of those changes over the next semester or over the dead period between semesters. But you all have usable websites. They all look good. I can find everything I need to from the course on your websites. You're in fine shape.
I started a list of things that eventually I would like to do, but don't touch them now because I have other things that need to get done. So
That's just right.
Yeah, make sure you're prioritizing. Great advice, because the website is the least of your concerns at this point. It just has to exist, really, at this point.
Brad, how is Baby Watch going?
Yeah, let's hear update.
I'm not sure if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Very softly, yeah.
Very quiet.
Softly. Okay. It's going good. It's any day now. So
Exciting.
we're excited. We've got the room ready. We're doing some last minute things right now.
Yeah.
So I've got everything done. So you can go ahead and start grading my stuff.
And now you should nap as much as
If only that worked.
I know. Because there'll be no more sleep.
I'm looking forward to that.
You were so lying. I was next to you every day. Man, I don't do well on low sleep.
I do not.
You'll adjust. Everybody does.
It does. It's true. It's not that bad. It's a good thing they're really cute, too. This past weekend, we had this like big gathering and all of my friends flew in and there was a lot of babies around. And the boys made signs today that no babies because I was walking around with too many other people's babies all weekend. They got mad. So don't bring your baby near me. I will walk off with it.
One comment that I don't know was addressed with the replying to the critiques. I didn't reply to the positive comments. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, you can always say thank you, though.
I think it was necessary.
That's okay. It's really polite to do that. Say thank you.
Yeah. And some of the comments were duplicated.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I just talked to the people who work on Eli, and they were like, oh, wow, your class, wow, we're really sorry. Your class got caught up in our own hurricane of comment bugs, and it only lasted, according to them, it only lasted a few days, and it was our window for review. So, they're aware of it.
That must have been the time I was on there because I had a heck of a time.
I know, you really did, Erin, because I told them what was happening. Because even I ran into some of those problems, and then they sort of resolved themselves. And there were a lot of people for whom that was true. Like they were, oh, I tried this, and it didn't work, and then I went back in, and it worked. So, yeah.
You guys probably brought that system to its knees.
Yeah, it was us.
1,000 undergrads can't break it, but
It's
11
true.
of you guys.
Yep, that's true. It's completely true. It like kind of came out of nowhere for them, according to the team that works on it. So, yeah, literally thousands of people have used the system, and we broke it. So, no, I don't know what happened. Some like particular quotation marks. Some, like if you use single versus double, they were trying to explain it to me. That like set off some kind of cascade of problems. And then the M dash did as well. And I don't know what they did that made the punctuation make everything a problem, but
Probably fancy words like generalizability and problematize.
it wasn't like, this sucks. It was like real big words when we broke it with our vocabulary. Yeah, well, I think we're one of the only like non-undergraduate people in that system. So it's mostly high schoolers and undergrads. Yay, us. Any other questions? Are you guys sad that we're almost done? Are you crying on the inside?
I'm not gonna say crying.
It's
weird though.
So will the next class that we have, I feel like I don't know anything about what it's going to be like, but I feel like it might not be as community based as this whole experience has been. So I might not see any of you for a very long time. Well,
no, you guys will have to talk to each other to make it through.
Yeah.
Because but the other thing is that it's longer, right? So it's not as compressed in terms of time. But yeah,
But you guys can self-organize, right? And anybody can use Zoom. So next semester you won't have Andrea to do this for you, but one of you can take the lead and you can still see each other every week if you want to.
When I took it, we called it Stats Support Group. So, yeah. And then I was helping out with the second semester this past fall of the online version that you guys will take next fall, so 2015 fall. And we kept up with the Stats Support Group terminology. So you may borrow that. Because a lot of it is just cheerleading. For, some people are not happy doing math, so it's not their happy place. And you guys have your Facebook group too. So. Maybe I'll just keep posting jokes every week and memes in our Google group for you. So you don't feel lonely.
I think that'd be good.
Okay, I'll try and do that. I'm gonna add it to my calendar. That was the only way I got it done. That 1 week where I was trying to post it every day, I had reminders on my phone. Did you post something funny? Kind of lame. Also this weekend is the supermoon and the Perseid meteor shower.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday night after you turn everything in at 11:59 EST. It's perfect timing to stay up a little later and watch the meteor shower because that's going to peak right after that. So there you go.
Good.
Add that to the calendar.
Yep.
Turn in my RDP. Time to watch some, make some wishes on some shooting stars.
I don't think I have any other questions.
Yeah.
Until we're done with this meeting, and then I'll have like 30, but.
Hey, listen, Michelle emailed me today. Is it okay to tell Michelle? And I gave her my home phone number, and we talked on the phone, and there was dogs barking and kids. It was complete chaos, but we were able to answer her questions. So, if that's what you need, we can set up a Zoom time, or we can call each other. I'm happy to do that. So, I'm pretty around this weekend. So just email me.
Until Erin has a question. No, I'm kidding.
Erin's like, I broke everything. No, that's not going to happen, Erin. As your tech fails, I'll be failing from now on.
Okay. I was getting a little upset.
I know you were. I felt so bad. And
I freaking hate this thing.
I could not figure out what was going wrong. And now I know.
Just wait till she breaks stats. next semester.
Oh God, yeah. There's a really delightful system in stats.
Awesome.
You'll want to start doing yoga now
Mm-mm.
to deal with that one. I think it's not bad once you figure it out, but it's got some. You have to treat it gently,
Oh.
and it's very demanding and precise. So there you have it. That's all I'll say about that.
Oh, it's like a 2-year-old.
Yes. You better do it the right way, or there's nothing to be done for you.
Great. I'll need that stat support group then.
Yeah. Yep. It's finicky. You'll be fine.
So,
But yeah, my kids are gone this weekend. So if you call me, it might only be the dog barking.
well, I'm going to hop off here. I don't have
Okay, have a good night. Take a
All right.
nap.
Bye, Brad. Good luck.
Good
Bye,
luck.
Brad.
later.
Bye,
I will
Brad.
let you know when the baby gets here.
Please do.
It should be any day though, so we'll see.
Okay.
Yay.
See you all later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, there he went.
Erin, you're so cute.
Erin, are you back from your vacation?
Yes.
Just made sure.
I am. I literally just got done running right before I came on here, so I'm like sitting in clothes that are drenched in sweat. It's pretty awesome.
I'm so glad that we've not progressed to smell-o-vision.
Yeah. It's pretty gross.
No, I was telling someone, like, wonder when I'm going to learn that I shouldn't go online and record myself when I'm, like, basically in my pajamas or, like, just back from, like, we come from the lake and I get the kids to bed and then I jump on here and I'm like, oh, look, I've got sand in my hair. So it's publicly available on YouTube.
You didn't make a comment about your in-laws on YouTube, so like I did last week.
Oh, that's right.
You made a comment about your in-laws?
Yeah, my husband was visiting his parents for the weekend, so yeah, I made a comment.
I was like, we're recording. I'm too tired to edit this business, so I'm not editing out what your failed. I don't think I put that one up though, Sarah.
Oh, thank
It
goodness.
was just us. So if they're really boring, I don't want anyone like forcing themselves through it. And they're like, oh, she's just telling jokes and talking about her in-laws. This is lame. I don't want that to happen.
Well, they are delightful people. You can put this one up.
Yeah, no, there was nothing bad. It was just, I was like, are you sure you want to say that?
Well, thank you, Andrea, for all of the help that you've given us this last semester. You've been
Yes,
practically a saint.
Yeah.
You guys are
You've
the
been
best.
awesome.
Yeah.
Seriously, email me all weekend. I'm around.
Okay,
Don't
I
panic.
probably will.
Yeah. Don't panic. You can do it. Remember, this is the hard part for everyone. So.
Okay.
And thanks, Matt and Carrie, for the helpful guidance and feedback as well, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
And thank you to all of you. You guys have been wonderful all semester.
For sure. I would
Right.
say best
Is this
group
where we
we've
leave
ever
now?
had. I would say best group I've ever had, but we're being recorded. So.
Oh, Karate Kid was on last week, and the Best Around song came on. I didn't think of everyone, so
Did you get up and dance?
I did.
You're
Not
like-
the same one, but it was a different one. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, awesome. All right, well, you guys have a good night. Work hard. Let me know if you
You
need
too.
anything.
You too.
Okay,
Bye, guys.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.